There's one more layer most people never see. Your monkey brain doesn't just sabotage sleep at night, it prepares the sabotage all day. Sleep is not a nighttime problem, it's a nervous system problem. If you spend your entire day rushing, multitasking, reacting to notifications, jumping between tabs, drinking caffeine to override fatigue, and constantly stimulating your brain, you are training your monkey to live in high alert mode. And a brain that lives in high alert cannot suddenly switch into deep rest just because the clock says 11 p.m. Your nervous system does not have an on-off switch. It has momentum. If your day is chaotic, your night will echo that chaos. Think of it like spinning a wheel. If you spin it fast all day, it doesn't stop instantly when you want it to. It keeps turning. Your monkey brain builds speed through stimulation. Fast content, fast decisions, fast emotions, fast reactions. But sleep requires slowness. And slowness feels unfamiliar to a brain addicted to speed. This is why some people feel uncomfortable doing nothing. If you sit quietly without your phone, you feel restless, agitated, almost anxious. That's not boredom. That's nervous system withdrawal from constant input. Your monkey brain has confused stimulation with normal, so when things become calm, it interprets calm as something missing, and that discomfort follows you into bed. Now here's the deeper truth. The monkey is also protecting your identity. If you are someone who is busy, productive, always thinking, your brain attaches safety to activity. Slowing down feels like losing control, like falling behind, like not being enough. So when you try to sleep, the monkey whispers, "We can't slow down, we have to stay ahead." And that whisper becomes tension in your chest, tightness in your jaw, a mind that refuses to settle. Sleep requires trust. Trust that tomorrow can wait. Trust that you don't need to solve your entire life tonight. Trust that your worth is not tied to constant mental activity. But trust is uncomfortable for a control-driven monkey. So here's the final shift. Instead of trying to force better sleep, build a slower evening identity. 1 hour before bed becomes sacred. Lower lights, slower movements, no dramatic conversations, no heavy decisions, no intense content. You are not just preparing for sleep, you're signaling safety to your nervous system. Move slower on purpose. Brush your teeth slower. Walk slower. Breathe slower. Your body teaches your brain what state to enter. And then, when you lie down, shift your focus from thoughts to sensations. Feel the weight of your body against the mattress. Feel the air on your skin. Listen to distant sounds without labeling them. Let the mind wander without grabbing onto it. You're not trying to eliminate thoughts. You are lowering your engagement with them. Thoughts lose power when you stop feeding them attention. And something important happens when you consistently practice this. The monkey gets bored. Not agitated bored, calm bored. And calm boredom is the doorway to sleep, because sleep is not created by force, it arrives when resistance ends. Understand this clearly. Your monkey brain sabotages sleep because it mistakes stillness for danger, silence for threat, and surrender for weakness. But once you teach it that stillness is safe, silence is safe, surrender is safe, the sabotage stops. You don't defeat the monkey, you domesticate it. And when the monkey finally trusts the night, you close your eyes, you let go, and sleep takes you. Control the monkey, or the monkey controls your life. Now let's talk about the final illusion your monkey brain uses to keep you trapped. It convinces you that sleep is something you must achieve, and the moment sleep becomes a performance, the monkey turns it into pressure. You check the clock, 11:42 p.m. You calculate how many hours are left. If I fall asleep now, I'll get 7 hours. 12:18 a.m. Now it's 6 hours. 1:03 a.m. This is bad. Tomorrow is ruined. And just like that, sleep is no longer natural. It's a deadline. The monkey loves deadlines because deadlines create urgency, and urgency activates survival mode, and survival mode keeps you awake. This is called sleep performance anxiety. The more you try to force sleep, the more alert you become, because effort activates the brain, trying activates the brain, monitoring activates the brain, and sleep requires the opposite of effort. You cannot chase sleep, you can only allow it. Think about it. You don't force digestion, you don't force your heart to beat, you don't force wounds to heal. Sleep is automatic when safety is present. But the monkey keeps scanning for threats, and sometimes the biggest threat is the thought, what if I don't sleep? That single thought can trigger stress chemistry in your body. Your brain predicts tomorrow's exhaustion. It imagines failure. It imagines embarrassment. It imagines consequences. And the body responds as if those imagined consequences are happening right now. This is how imagination becomes insomnia. The monkey doesn't know the difference between a real threat and a vividly imagined one. So here is the deeper practice. Stop checking the clock. Remove it if you have to. Time awareness feeds performance anxiety, and performance anxiety feeds hyperarousal. Next, reframe wakefulness. If you wake up at 2 a.m., don't say, this is terrible. Say, my body is resting. Even lying still with your eyes closed provides physical recovery. Muscles relax, the nervous system lowers, energy restores. When you remove the catastrophic meaning, the monkey calms down. Because what fuels insomnia is not wakefulness, it's resistance to wakefulness. Now here's something powerful most people ignore. Forgive bad nights. If you sleep poorly, don't turn the next day into punishment. Don't overanalyze. Don't obsess. Don't declare yourself broken. One bad night does not destroy your health, but worrying about the bad night trains the monkey to fear the next one, and fear creates the cycle. The monkey survives on patterns. Break the emotional reaction, and the pattern weakens. Over time, your brain begins to associate nighttime with neutrality instead of battle. And neutrality is enough. You don't need perfect sleep. You need reduced struggle. Because the more neutral your relationship with sleep becomes, the less interesting it becomes to your monkey brain. And what's not interesting is not stimulating. And what's not stimulating fades. Understand this. Your monkey brain sabotages sleep because it wants control, stimulation, certainty, and protection. But sleep requires surrender, stillness, uncertainty, and trust. You cannot bring daytime energy into nighttime rest. You must transition, slowly, gently, consistently. And eventually, the monkey realizes something important. Nothing bad happens when you let go. The world doesn't collapse, tomorrow still arrives, you are still safe. And when the monkey finally believes that, it stops guarding the dark, it stops scanning the silence, it loosens its grip. And you drift. Not because you forced it, not because you conquered your brain, but because you trained it safety. Control the monkey, or the monkey controls your life. Here's the final truth. Your monkey brain is not your enemy. It is an ancient protector living in a modern world. It was designed to keep you alive in the wild, alert to danger, sensitive to noise, scanning for threats in the dark. But now there are no predators in your bedroom. There are no wild animals outside your window. Only unfinished tasks, unread messages, imagined futures. And the monkey cannot tell the difference. So it does what it was trained to do. It stays awake. But now you understand something powerful. The problem was never that you can't sleep. The problem was that your nervous system never felt fully safe enough to let go. And safety is not created by forcing sleep. It's created by how you live during the day, by how you slow down at night, by how you respond to thoughts instead of fighting them, by how you stop feeding the monkey constant stimulation. Because every scroll at midnight is a message. Every panic about tomorrow is a message. Every time you say, "I must sleep right now," is a message. And the message is, we are not safe. But when you dim the lights early, when you move slower on purpose, when you breathe without trying to control your thoughts, when you accept wakefulness without fear, you send a new message. We are safe. And the monkey listens. At first, it resists. It throws thoughts at you.